Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Cardinals going up against the Chargers.
And Larry, I thank you. We are at the home of the Chargers for the next 4 years as you get a look at the StubHub Center here in the L.A. suburb of Carson. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And it'll be second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without...
They go to Johnson again, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll set up to throw. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Runs up a nice second down for him.
And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So here we go, first and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And some room to roam now. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Look to throw here. Got a man, it's right. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Denzel Perryman coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. On second down, Johnson. And an alley to run. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue landing!
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd down following the run.
Leopard! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Again, here's Blount. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Set! Blue landing! Blue landing!
They're going to look to throw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves his sticks. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run again with Blount. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Watching that body. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, Parker, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. First down carry here for Johnson. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
To throw now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. Dumping it off for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Now Blunt. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. To throw, and he dumps it off to Blunt. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
All right, here we go. Green.
Here's Blunt. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the third level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Santa Clara. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And to give this time to the tailback. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Now back to throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They find some open field here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now it's the backup, Rivers. Going underneath to Blount. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. The fullback wide. 1 yard is the gain, and that'll be good for a Charger first down.
4th and 1. This is what fullbacks live for. They're always the guys with all the marks on their helmets because they love sticking their heads in there to fight for the tough yards, and he gets the tough yards here to give his guys a first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. The first down throw here for Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. He'll look look to throw. And right with it here over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
He'll look to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Quick update from Levi's Stadium. The Chiefs have taken the lead in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kendall Wright, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Let's go.
They'll begin here with Blunt. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a handoff working right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First carry for the former Tar Heel Elijah Hood. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Allen has it, left side. And he'll go down at the 28. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This is Logan. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Second down, 9 yards to go. Run again with Logan. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Watch the pass. Here we go now. Green, 39.
On 3rd down, Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see.